Blackfish. Hey everybody, today we're going to review the hilarious comedy Blackfish.
Wait, no.
It's not it. Oh no. No, the depressing documentary Blackfish about killer whales, and specifically at SeaWorld, specifically in Orlando, specifically one really mean killer whale. This is a documentary, the message of which I think is you shouldn't keep killer whales in captivity because they will eventually eat somebody. But it's also kind of about how most killer whales are great and wouldn't hurt to fly and are terrific, except for this one killer whale who's kind of a dick. Okay, it's a story mostly of this one whale called Tilikum, who was, caught in a horrifying scene off of Seattle somewhere, right?
Yeah, as a small child. And
then kept in like this shitty arena doing, jumping and hitting a ball and stuff, and locked in a small room for many years until it killed somebody. So, long story short, this whale, Tilikum, is kind of raised really badly. Is sort of a juvenile delinquent of whales. Yeah. Psychotic. Kills somebody at this one water park, gets sold to SeaWorld, where he kills 3 more people over the course of like 20 years. Yeah. Right? And he's still there doing water shows. Mm-hmm. They just kind of be careful around him. Yeah. Because he will grab you by the foot and drag you to the bottom and kill you. So is the horror of this that SeaWorld keeps this horribly dangerous animal endangering all of the trainers? Or is the horror of this that we go and capture these whales and take them away from their families and make them do little shows for us? Yeah.
Well, I think it's about both of those things. Mm-hmm. Because they take these whales and they put them into captivity. And these are whales that are used to swimming up the coast of California in just a day, and then they're kept in a box for the rest of their life. They have their freedoms taken away, and so they kind of go crazy from that, and they try and break out, and they have these really sad moments all throughout it.
Oh right, there was a baby Shamu, a baby whale was born at SeaWorld in Orlando, and it was a big deal. It was on TV. The little baby whale was a star. Yeah. After a while, it didn't quite work out with the show, so they sold the baby whale away from his mother to some other SeaWorld park. Yeah. And the mother, it was exactly like Dumbo. The mother is like screaming and doing this long-range howl, and the baby's like on a plane going somewhere else, and she's like howling for hours for her baby. Yeah. It's horrifying. Yeah. Worse than Dumbo. Is that a whale you got there, Fiona?
It's my panda.
Oh, it reminds me of a whale. Let's do a reenactment here. No. You be the trainer.
No. It's so terrible. That's not what happened.
Burp.
But then also there's like these trainers that really love animals, and they're like they've like been with the whales for so long,
so they're mixed
just
emotions.
Trying to do good, and then like the parks are like they're big corporations trying to make money.
The trainers seem like their heart's in the right place, but they're just kind of underqualified kids who can swim really well, who like animals, who don't really know anything about sea mammals or anything. They just get hired because they're good looking and good on stage and can swim.
And, can take direction well and can teach an animal how to do
and they
something.
learn on the job how to ride whales and how to get them by throwing fish at them and stuff. And there's all this scary video of the whales like basically attacking people.
Yeah. And pulling people into the water and like breaking their arms and feet and whatnot.
Yeah, and then like the trainers that got hurt were like some of the best, like the best trainers.
Yeah, the best trainers who totally were doing pretty much everything right. They slip up. It's almost like this Tilikum whale is like just waiting for one of them to slip up so he can eat one. It's like the convict who punches a guard to get executed. I don't know. It's like he's trying to take revenge. He's trying to like let them know he is not happy. Yeah. I mean, you all know that they have their fin sticks way up in the wild. Yeah. But all of them in captivity, they all like droop over in this sad, flaccid kind of, show of non-dominance. Sad.
Oh, it's so sad.
The movie this reminded me most of, which is sort of surprising, is 12 Years a Slave. Yeah. Because in that, the guy gets like drugged, taken away, and the shit beat out of him and just abused, and he's a slave, until he finally gets, spoiler, back at the end. It's like these whales, if they're as smart as we are, which they might be, and we're basically catching them, pulling them out of their environment, putting them in a weird place, and making them work for food.
Yeah.
Like they're motivated by getting a fish. And they have to jump over the thing. They have to do the behavior to get the fish. The whales are slaves.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Except that the people don't like beat them or call them the N-word or anything. They love them and hug them and pat them and treat them really sweetly, but they're still slaves. The whales are slaves.
The whales are slaves.
But the thing is, SeaWorld still going strong all over the world. There's still
Yeah.
whale shows, dolphin shows all over the world. I think they've just changed the rules for how close the trainers can get to the killer whales. It has killer right in the name.
Yeah.
They said that a killer whale has never made any harm to a human in the wild.
Yeah, in the wild, killer whales never bit anybody, hurt anybody. They're incredibly sweet and lovable and nice people in the wild. Just when you keep them penned up in a tiny-ish, for them, cage for their whole life, they kind of get kooky.
Yeah.
They kind of get psychotic, and then they want to eat you.
I mean, I already wasn't going to go to SeaWorld probably again in my life, but now I have a moral reason that I'm not doing it.
Well, it's like SeaWorld is like a zoo for whales.
Yeah.
I mean, are zoos morally reprehensible too because they keep animals penned up, or do they make up for it by the good of teaching people about animals and giving people a relationship to these?
And that is a
wild
point
animals.
that they make in the movie about how people probably wouldn't care nearly as much as they do about like marine mammals and animals if SeaWorld didn't exist. And I think it's a cool and valuable experience as a person to be able to see something that big and powerful in person.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it's still, like, how much more valuable is that than, like, abusing that animal?
All right, so to sum up, Blackfish, Netflix, it's free. Might as well watch it. If you don't want to feel bad about going to SeaWorld, maybe don't watch Blackfish. All right, thanks for watching. That's our review of Blackfish. Leave us a comment, like, subscribe. Find Fiona at Fiona Grey Toast, Noah at The Eyebrow Show, me here at Mark W. Gray, and of course at Professor Puppet. The part of the whale was played by Amanda the Panda from the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. Okay, that's a tie. All right, that's great.
Dangerous, kids.